What is up, everybody? So, for 30 days, I went on a mucusless diet according to Professor Arnold, and I walked 20,000 steps a day. And in this video, I'd like to share with you what I've learned along that journey and some of the insights that I've gotten along this journey that can help you if you are doing the same thing. Now, Mucusless Diet Healing System by Professor Arnold. This is a way of eating that was developed around the early 19th century by Professor Arnold. As he embarked on his health journey, he found that eating mucusless foods and transitioning to that is the key to health. So what did I eat during that time? I ate a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables, and on the odd times I ate some sweet potatoes. Now this lifestyle excludes things like grains, beans, legumes, heavy starches, animal products, etc. A mucusless diet is basically centered around fruits and vegetables. The best way I can describe it is all the fruits and all the vegetables that you can eat raw, but you can also cook it. So things like rice you can't really eat raw, so that's not on the plan. Potatoes you can't really eat raw. Sweet potatoes are on the Mucusless Diet healing system, but as an experiment, I just tried to even limit sweet potatoes because I wouldn't really eat sweet potatoes in the raw form. I wouldn't do that. I just wouldn't want to do that. I don't think that is good for your digestion. But yes, that's basically what I ate. Lots of fruits and vegetables, and the bulk of my calorie came from dates during this challenge. And just a quote from Genesis 1:29, it says that I give you every seed-bearing fruits, and that will be your food. So this is the beginning of the Bible. It's promoting fruit-based lifestyle, and that is what I did. Now, getting most of my calories from dates. Now, a lot of people criticize dates. They say dates is too sweet, it's too sugary, but I think dates are a great staple on a fruit-based lifestyle. And if you look at a lot of people eating raw foods, dates are a common staple for them. However, if you're eating a lot of dates and you're not brushing and flossing 30 minutes to an hour after you consume that, you're going to run into problems. And if you're eating dates all day long, not brushing or flossing and stuff like that, not cleaning in between your teeth, you're gonna run into issues. So the way I consume dates is in lots of smoothies. Soak them, blend them with different berries and stuff like that. And in the evening times, I would consume a lot of veggies, cauliflower dishes, soups, lots of beautiful salads with pumpkin, with broccoli, kale, asparagus, all the different works. And I made homemade sauces with like tomato puree and like lemon juice and sea salt, all these different things. But predominantly what I was eating is fruits and vegetables. No animal products, as I'm vegan. Don't really think you should do that. And the reason why dates are really good is because you don't have to ripen dates. I've got ripe bananas ripening right behind me. However, if you're new to this, your banana ripening skills may not be that great. So instead of relying on like trying to get all your calories from apples, which is not only expensive but like, why would you want to do that? That's eating a lot of apples unless you're like blending it and stuff. But dates are a good staple. You don't have to worry about ripening or anything. So if you're on a fruit-based lifestyle, highly recommend eating more dates. But in smoothies, unless you've got really good dental hygiene, then eat away. But if not, I highly recommend smoothies. So that is what I ate. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next one, detox. So in the book, The Mucusless Diet Healing System, he states that more than 50 years ago, the most prominent pioneers of naturopathy said that every disease is foreign matter waste. He said in the book, and repeat again, that most of these foreign matters are paste produced from the wrong foods. It gets backed up in your intestines, you're eating the wrong foods, and accumulates, constantly poisoning the bloodstream, not being eliminated, backed up, and this is causing issues and illnesses. So, he says that the sufferer of any kind of disease or any person, whether sick or not, who will go through the healing process of fasting and a mucusless diet will eliminate mucus, thereby demonstrating that the basic cause of all disease in humans are a clogged up tissue system of uneliminated, unused, undigested food substances. So whenever I started the mucusless diet and walking 20,000 steps a day, I did in the first week. I noticed that from day one, two, three, I started producing a lot more mucus, just eliminating more, sneezing more, coughing more, just a lot of mucus. But what I found was that over the course of the month, after that first week, my cough and sneezing reduced dramatically. So towards the end, I was rarely doing those things, which I thought was amazing. I thought it was really, really amazing. So going from just having this initial reaction and then to not really getting that much, if I had to put it on a graph, how much I was eliminating towards the end of the month, it went like that. So initially, and then it gradually decreased. Eating the exact same foods, fruits, vegetables, smoothies, salads, etc., steamed greens and steamed pumpkin and stuff like that. So if you're someone who is really mucusy, really congested, definitely look at the Mucusless Diet healing system as a way to eliminate that. So I wrote here, fruits and non-starchy vegetables, mucusless foods are easy to digest compared to heavy starch animal products and all these different things, allowing all the fiber and stuff to clean out the bowels. I was going to the toilet so consistently, that cleaning out the bowels is going to clean up the blood supply, and it's going to reduce the amount of coughing and sneezing that you're going to get because your bowels aren't impacted. So I'm going to go on to the next part. So the realizations I had during this. Not a massive need for starch. I'm not in the vegan camp where I believe that humans are starchivores. I don't believe humans are starchivores. Maybe if you got me like at the very beginning of my journey, I would have said, yeah, we're starchivores. But now I do not believe humans are starchivores. I believe that we adapted to starches because we moved away from our ideal tropical environment of fresh fruits and vegetables, and we started moving to colder and colder places where fresh fruits and vegetables weren't available year round. So I believe that we adapted to starches. It's not what we it's not our basis. It's not what we thrive the most on. So that is my philosophy, and I believe this is the philosophy of Arnold Ehret, because the Mucusless diet is a diet basically based on fruits and vegetables, and you can I have experience now doing it, that I am less mucusy, less congested than I am doing the Mucusless diet than I am on this high starch sort of lifestyle sort of beforehand. And even if I was already eating a lot of fruits, I was eating a lot of starches in the evening. And I purposely omitted sweet potatoes because I would not eat sweet potatoes raw. I would not eat the sweet potatoes raw. So overall, the biggest thing I realized is the Mucusless Diet Healing System by Professional Arnold Ehret does exactly what it says on the tin. It will gradually make you mucusless. And this is something I've experienced just after 30 days of doing this. So it does exactly what it says on the tin. And if you haven't done it, then you'd probably be like, what is this guy talking about? So the walking part. Now, in the book, it says the best exercise is walking, dancing, and singing. And trust me, to get the steps in, there's times whenever I was dancing in my room, just freaking shaking it up. I walked everywhere, loved the experience of walking a lot. Parks, I felt like a tourist in my own city. Just seeing all the different places, strengthening my legs. I will say that it took about 2 weeks of doing this before my legs sort of got adjusted and they weren't sore in the evening. So hang in there if you're along this journey. And the philosophy and life lesson I learned from walking is just discipline and consistency. Now, it's already been 8 days after this challenge is over, and I've still been at it because I enjoy the benefits of walking. And yeah, like a lot of discipline, the value of, I learned the value of stretching. I highly recommend stretching, yoga at least 3 times a week, every day if possible. If you're doing what I'm doing, walking this much, really, really beneficial, not just for your flexibility, but for your mental health and just to keep your joints and your spine healthy. So highly, highly recommend that. Yeah, I learned the value of persistence, just keeping at it every single day. And one of the things that walking this much really helped, especially in a time whenever there's more anxiety, is that walking really, really helps in relation to your emotional life. There's times whenever during the month where like I may be going through some like emotional issues, and I would literally go out for a walk. By the end of the walk, like I just come to this realization, like what the hell am I worrying about? You know what I mean? Like, my God, yeah, like what's going on? I just was uplifted. It was almost like that walking was like a counselor or therapist to me in that moment, and I just had to walk it out. You know what I mean? I had to just walk it out. And interesting, if you watch a walking documentary on YouTube, you will see that there's a therapist on there who recommends walking to their patients if they're going through issues. So there's something to be said about that. Next section is teeth. Teeth on the Mucusless diet. Like, was there any teeth complication? You're eating a lot of fruit. What's going on? Now, my dental routine is I brush in the morning, brush in the evening, and I floss in the evening. Doesn't happen all the time in terms of flossing, but brushing in the morning and evening are very consistent. So whenever I first started this, I was eating a lot of dates, as in just eating it. But the mental sort of agitation of just being like, okay, you got to be on your floss game. Because if you're not on your floss game and you're eating a lot of dates and you're eating them infrequently, you're going to run into problems. And I highly suggest not doing that, having them in smoothies, if your floss game is not on point, if your brush game is not on point. They're a great staple, though. Just because they're a great staple, that doesn't mean you can like go to bed and eat them before bed and eat them all day and just leave them on your teeth and just not think anything's gonna happen, because you're gonna walk right into problems. So I personally, what I do now is just smoothies. Smoothies. Still got my brush routine, morning and evening, and floss in the evening, but I have dates in smoothies, and it suits me a lot better because I just don't like that mental like agitation of like, got to make sure that like an hour after you eat this and to brush and floss and rinse. So I just have it in smoothies, and like my teeth game is good. So never brush your teeth right after you eat something, or you run the risk of eroding your enamel. So half an hour to an hour. So teeth game is good. Highly suggest just good dental hygiene no matter what you eat, but get on that. Okay. So next one is energy. Okay, so energy during this Mucusless diet, walking 20,000 steps a day. Well, I haven't missed a single day walking 20,000 steps, 10 miles, and I've been sustained by fruits and vegetables. So energy has been good, and what I realize as well now is that like based on the philosophy in the Mucusless diet healing system, for me personally, you don't have to do this if it's not working for you, but 2 large meals is what I love. I love that. 2 large meals, big ass smoothie, big ass salad in the evening, and that sorts me out. And the energy is like just spread evenly throughout the day and throughout the night. So yeah, so energy is good. Calories, I had about 2,500 calories, clean energy. Right now, my fitness, I'm trying to work on like power walking and get my 5K power walking time down. My running time is like 22:06 is my PB. And my power walking PB for 5K, this is for 5K, is around, I did it today, it was 35 minutes. So I'm going to try to get the power walking time down. But I've done this all on fruits and vegetables, Mucusless Diet Healing System. So I don't use coffee. I don't take Coke, snacks, sweet snacks or whatever. I rely on the sweetness from fruit. I rely on all my calories from fruit. Now I've got bananas ripening, but during the challenge it was mainly date smoothies. So you can get tons of energy on this. And one of the things I realized is that whenever I eat a big salad consisting of raw vegetables, cooked vegetables, after I finish that meal, I feel this vibration. This it's almost like I see things rippling. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I feel like I'm seeing the vibrations in the atoms at times. And maybe I am losing my mind, but it's pretty cool. And I do know scientifically that biophotons are the sunlight energy that's stored in the nucleus of the cells. And whenever you're eating a lot of fruits, vegetables, especially raw, you're getting a lot of those biophotons into the system, and it's literally like raising your vibration because you're literally consuming the vibrations of light that is stored in the sun. So it's hard to describe, and in the energy sort of front as well, there's different times whenever I felt like I was being more in tune with my intuition. I felt like I was listening to my intuition more. I felt more connected, and I felt like the things that were happening in my life were happening in sync. And I almost could see how eating this way consistently could lead me to a certain path, versus say eating another way. You know what I mean? It's really, really hard to describe, but bottom line is trillions of cells in your body, their preferred fuel is glucose. And whenever you are eating a diet high in vegetables and fruits, and because of that it's got high in fiber, you clean out the bowels, and it allows your blood to clean out because there's not so many uneliminated, undigested food lingering around in your intestines. So that is it on the energy side. So apart from that, it was a great experience. One of the drawbacks, I would say the drawbacks is that during this, I was missing a lot of potatoes and a lot of rice and stuff like that. And like rice noodles and pasta, gluten-free pasta is what I normally would add beforehand, beans and stuff like that. And for social reasons, like people just think you're crazy, you know what I mean? And you're just like, oh my God, what do you eat? You know what I mean? You don't eat this, you don't eat this, you don't eat this, you're crazy. But I'm a crazy person. I don't mind being labeled crazy. I want to have crazy good health, so I don't mind being labeled that crazy dude. And something that I've observed, because today is 8 days after, just formulating my thoughts and stuff on this, is after that month, what happened was I was like, okay, I'd done a month, so I started eating heavier. So even though initially I omitted the sweet potatoes, I had it like once or something like that, or twice during the whole month. Towards the end, I was like, okay, right, I'm gonna have heavy sweet potatoes, and then recently regular potatoes, and I haven't had rice or anything like that. More spices and all these different things. And what I've noticed is that the denser I ate, the more I started to get more symptoms of like mucus and stuff like that being produced and stuff, and my bowel transit time started to slow down a lot more. So this is what I'm noticing. This is what I'm realizing now, that I've started to transition more into heavier foods. And this is something for you to be aware of, that if you do a challenge like this, and you go to 30 days and you're starting to see that like you're becoming mucusless, you might have the symptoms of detox and stuff initially, and then you become mucusless, and your body's sort of adjusting, the gut biome is adjusting to the amount of fiber and stuff like that. And then you start to switch to more denser foods, foods with low in fiber and stuff like that. And then your gut bacteria starts to adjust again to that. You may notice that you're starting to produce a lot more mucus and coughing a lot more and sneezing a lot more. So this is what's happening in my life, and this is why I'm really excited that I've done this, is because now I have a reference point. I know the potential that I could achieve in terms of how I eat, and I could aspire to have a mucus-free lifestyle because I did the experiment. So with that being said, I learned a lot from this experiment. I'm definitely going to do it again. And yeah, I inspire you to get out there, give the Mucusless Diet healing system a chance, and also give walking a chance. The amount of times I've just been in sunshine and meeting cool people and the mental health benefits, it's all worth it. The combination of eating a fruit-based diet, lots of vegetables, and walking a lot, also doing the yoga and stuff like that, it's just an overall awesome experience, and a really, really good reference point for anyone interested in Arnold Ehret's work, to just jump in there and give it a try. So with that being said, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think of Professor Arnold Ehret. Maybe you like him, maybe you don't. Maybe you're into raw foods, and you see that a lot of people have been inspired by him in the raw food community. And let me know what you like about walking and stuff like that. I freaking love walking. And with that being said, please leave a comment, share this video if you're interested in Arnold Ehret's philosophy and seeing people who are giving his lifestyle a chance. And I will be coming out with videos showing you what I ate during the month. So stay tuned for that. And as always, peace, love, veganism. Hope you have an awesome day. I'm out.